Incubos, what's up? Final here today, Final Fantasy Talk, and today we're going to talk about some more Final Fantasy news. As always, Final Fantasy news, but as you can see as the title, we're going to talk about some old Final Fantasy games coming to PC. Now, we all know that Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8 has came to not PS3, PC about 3 months ago, or 4 months ago, or in 2013 pretty much. Those two games has come out on Steam and everything for PC. Now Square Enix is saying that they're gonna do Final Fantasy free on PC now, and you know, I kind of like this. I kind of like how they're putting older Final Fantasy games on PC, because one, there's a lot of Final Fantasy gamers out there that are PC gamers, and they can't play Final Fantasy because Final Fantasy is mainly, you know, on for, you know, system, and there's some Android games and iPhone games of Final Fantasy as well. But there's no PC. The only PC Final Fantasy games that there is Final Fantasy 11 and Final Fantasy 14 and Realm Reborn. Those are, you know, the only like PC official games for, you know, PC for Final Fantasy. So I really like how they're bringing older Final Fantasy games to the PC world. So you know you can kind of get, you know, a remake, or not a remake. Well, every time that they bring back an older Final Fantasy game to PC, like Final Fantasy 7 and 8, they do update the graphics. They do try and make it, you know, a little bit better. And of course, you know, they don't try to make it as squarey as they do, you know. I think that's one reason why they're called Square Enix, because, you know, a lot of the old Final Fantasy games and older games were like really squared and everything, but they kind of just flattened that down in the characters on PC version for Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8. So basically, what do you think about this, Kubos? Do you think that all these Final Fantasy games that are coming to PC and everything, do you think it's a good thing? I think it's a good thing, because I feel bad for the PC gamers that don't get a chance to play Final Fantasy at all. And I hope that Final Fantasy 15 and the new Final Fantasy games, and just any Final Fantasy game that comes out in the future, I hope PC gamers get it as well, because we can all admit, or, you know, we can't really all admit it, but it's honestly true that if you have a $2,000, you know, gaming computer or whatever, or you just have a really damn good gaming computer, it's going to look better on a computer than it is on a console. It's just true. That's how it goes. If you have a really just amazing computer, it's going to look better on PC than it is on system. And you know, a lot of people don't look at that, and it's a lot of money as well and everything, but a lot of people don't look at it it that way. So anyway, Kubos, you let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Are you a PC gamer, and are you all cool with getting like older Final Fantasy games, and then hopefully getting new Final Fantasy games in the future, like Final Fantasy 15 and other Final Fantasy games for PC as well, as long with system as well? There's always going to be on system, but let's go and give PC the credit that it deserves, because honestly, like I said, it looks better on PC, and it probably will be, you know, look better on PC. And all the 13 games that were made for system were made and played on PC before release, and they basically transferred it to system, and, you know, controller it, and got, you know, basically just made it the system way. But you know what I mean. All Final Fantasy 13 was pretty much PC version, and then they made it to system, and they never released a PC version of the game. And even Square Enix said that themselves, and you can look it up, and I actually made a video about it last week or something. So anyway, Kubos, you let me know in the comments below what you think about older Final Fantasy games coming to PC, and new Final Fantasy games hopefully coming for PC. And yeah, so anyway, Kubos, hope you enjoyed. I'm Final, and I'm out. See ya!
inside out, inside, inside, inside out, inside, inside, upside down, inside, inside, inside